Hello students, now we are going to see nomenclature for coordination compounds. Coordination compounds, how you give the name, that is only called nomenclature. For the coordination compounds, how to give the name, that is only called nomenclature. So already we have studied many rules to write name of the coordination compounds. We will see some example now. First one, K4 FeCN6. Now we have to see which is cation, which is anion. First we have to give name for cation. So which is cation? Potassium. That cation, simple or complex, like we have to classify. Simple means only ion will be present. Complex means it may have with square bracket. Let us see here we have simple cation. So straight away we can write the name of the compound, name of the ion. Potassium. So potassium. Next, anion, we have to give the name. We have complex anion. So while giving name for complex, first we have to give name for ligands, then central metal atom. What are the ligands are present here? CN alone, cyanidol. So we can give first name for ligand, cyanidol. How many cyanide is present? 6 cyanide. 6 means hexa. So hexa cyanido. Any other ligand we have? No. Then we can give name for metal atom. Which is a central metal we have? Iron. Whether we can write the name straight away iron or ferrate. That is we can decide based on charge on the sphere. How do you find the charge of the sphere? We can find by using the outer side counter ions. So what is the counter ion here? Potassium. So what is the one potassium charge? K plus. So 1 plus. Now K means 1 plus 4 potassium we have. So together for that we have 4 plus charge. So the opposite charge we can write for sphere of the complex. Minus 4. Now we can find the charge for iron. See, minus 4. So whether the complex anionic complex or cationic complex, because of minus anionic complex. So anionic complex means the name of the central metal atom should be N with ATE. Listen, the complex with negative charge, we should write central metal atom with 8. So because of that, here we should not write the metal atom iron. Instead of that, its special name ferrate we have to write. Okay, I have completed name. Finished? Not. We have to write the central metal atom's oxidation state with Roman numeral. So what is the oxidation state of this iron? We have to find. How do you find iron? We don't know. So we can write X. Right. Cyanide. One cyanide will carry minus 1 oxidation. So we have 6 cyanide. So 6 into minus 1. The overall sum of value is equal to charge of the sphere. So it is equal to minus 4. So find the x value. x minus 6 is equal to minus 4, x equal to minus 4 plus 6, x equal to plus 2. So we found the charge of the central atom iron, that is 2. So after the name of the central atom we want to write the oxidation state with the Roman letter. So tell me the name of this compound. Potassium hexacyanide ferrate 2 is the name of this compound. Let us write another example. Example 2. Cobalt amine 5 times Cl 2 times with 1 Cl. So for this compound, how will you give the name? Listen, which is cation? This is only our cation. So as per rule, first we have to name for cations. So first we can give for this complex cation, followed by we can give simple anion. Right? For this complex, if you start, we know first we have to give name for ligands, then central atom. So what are the ligands we have? First one is ammonia, NH3. Second one is chlorine, which having the first one, which will be named first. According to alphabetic order, we have to give the name. So amine, chlorido. So which one will come first? Amine. So first we have to name ammonia. How many times we have ammonia? 5 times. So penta, amine. We have chlorine. How many chlorine? 2. So dichlorido. All the ligand we have named. Remaining central atom, cobalt. You have to know whether we can write cobalt or cobaltate. We have to find the charge of the sphere. What's the charge of the sphere? Cl minus 1. So opposite charge plus 1. So simply we can find the charge of the sphere by finding the charge of the counter ions. Let us say there is a positive charge, means we can write cobalt. After the central atom we have to give the oxidation state of that metal with Roman numeral. Find the oxidation state. Cobalt we don't know, so X. Ammonia, neutral ligand, so 0. Chlorine, minus 1. 2 chlorine, so 2. X plus 0 plus 2 into minus 1 is equal to plus 1. Charge of the sphere. Now, X 2 into minus 1, minus 2 plus 1. So X equal to plus 1 plus 2. X plus 3. Now that 3 should be right in Roman numeral. Then all the complex we completed. The remaining only chlorine. So chloride. So for simple cation and anions, we must know how to give the name. Chlorine comes inside means we will say chlorido, but outside simply we can write chloride. Right, we will go with the next one. What's the third example? Chromium, ethylene diamine. We have thrice. Then chromium hexafluoride, CrF6. Now you see both complex becoming anion, cation. Both are in complex. So cationic complex, anionic complex, both are in complex nature. So as usual, if you give the name for complex group, first give the name for ligands. First cationic complex we have to take it. So this complex, then which is the ligand in this first complex? En. What do you mean En? Ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine, you can give another name, that means IUPAC name for En. We can write common name ethylene diamine. IUPAC name ethane 1,2 diamine. It is also a bidentate ligand, you have to remember. Okay, right? So ethane 1,2 diamine, how many times we have? 3 times. So triethane 1,2 diamine we have to write, but remember the name of the ligand itself, it is coming the prefix dihydrotetramines. Listen, name of the ligand itself, we have the dihydrotetra like prefix. We have to give alternative prefix for such that ligands. So what is the alternative prefix? For di, bis, for dry, tris, for tetra, tetrahis. So we have here thrice. Thrice means dries. So we can start with thrice, tris. Ethylene diamine, what's the name? Ethane 1,2 diamine within the bracket. Tris ethane 1,2 diamine. Then we have chromium metal. So in this complex ligand name we have completed, remaining chromium metal. So chromium or chromate, we know first we have now, that is becoming cationic complex. So cationic complex means chromium, straight away we can write chromium. Then oxidation state should be written in the Roman numeral. So what is the oxidation state? If it is coming bimetallic complex, listen carefully, both anion, cation as a complex compound means we can know both having similar or dissimilar, they will have same oxidation state. So depending upon the ligands, we can find the oxidation state of central metal atom. So chromium will come always common oxidation state 3. Then fluorine, next anionic complex, we have ligand fluorine. How many fluorine we have? 6. So hexa. Fluorine means fluorido. Hexa fluorido. Chromium, it will come chromate. Why? It becoming anionic complex. So chromate. See, in the cationic complex, chromium straight away we can write chromium, but in anionic complex, chromium should be write chromate. Then what is the oxidation state? First we know that is 3 plus. So always here also 3 plus, or we can check it out. 3 plus, 3 plus, 3 minus. Then X minus 6 is equal to minus 3. So chromium here also 3 in the oxidation state. Right? So we have completed 3 coordination compounds with different names. Okay. So first one, potassium hexacyanide ferrate 2. Second one, pentaamine dichlorido cobalt 3 chloride. Third one, tris ethane 1,2 diamine. chromium 3 hexafluoridochromate 3. So all are given example. Let us see, only the names are given. We will try to find for some difficult coordination compounds, right? So the first one we can take it K3 FeCN5 NO. Right. For this compound, we will try to give the name. First, simple cation, complex anion. So simple cation, always for cation we have to give name. So simple cation potassium, we can start name potassium. Then complex anion. So complex means first we want to give name for ligands. So what are the ligands we have? Cyanide, nitrosyl. So which one will come first? Cyanide. How many cyanide we have? 5 cyanide. So penta cyanide, cyanido. Cyanide means how do you write? Cyanido. Then NO means nitrosyl. Next to that, it is like ambidentate ligand. So we know CN, SCN, NO. These are the example for ambidentate ligands. Ambidentate ligands means what? It can form either side with central metal atom. So these kind of ligand having the tendency to form bond with metal atom in either side or with different atoms. Because of that, we are calling they are ambidentate ligands. So nitrosyl, one of the ambidentate ligand. Now we have to confirm whether nitrogen is connected with the central atom or oxygen. So NO only given. So we can write kappa N, because N is coming means nitrogen is directly added. In case we are taking NO2 means we can write N-O like that. So like we have different ambidentate ligand. So because of that ambidentate ligand, we have to use the special letter that is called kappa N. We completed all the ligand name. Then central atom iron. So iron or ferrate, we have to see the charge of the sphere. So potassium +1, 3 into +1 +3. So it will carry -3. So -3 means anionic complex. Anionic complex means we have to say special name for metal, that is ferrate. Followed by metal name, we have to write oxidation state. So oxidation state of the metal. How do you find the oxidation state? For iron we don't know. Let us write X. Then cyanide -1. How many cyanide we have? 5. So 5 into -1. Plus for NO, nitrosyl also a neutral compound. It is equal to -3. So X -5 is equal to -3. X equal to -3 plus 5. X equal to +2. So what is the oxidation state? +2. Then we can write Roman letter 2 after the ferrate. So this is the name of this compound, potassium pentacyanidonitrosyl kappa N ferrate 2. For nitrosyl kappa N won't come. Nitro compound like nitrido means it will come. We will take next example. Sodium Na2, iron or nickel. Nickel, EDTA, one type of ligand, EDTA. What is the expansion of EDTA? Ethylene diamine tetraacetate. What is the expansion of EDTA? Ethylene diamine tetraacetate. Okay. So for this compound, how do you write the name? That is very important. EDTA. Name of the compound, how do you write? 2, 2 dash, 2 double dash, 2 triple dash. Ethane. Dinitrile. This group is attached in acetate compound for that tetraacetate. Then central atom we have to write. So for EDTA, this is the name you have to write. Let us start to give name for this compound. Sodium, simple cation. So write sodium. Then ligand name. Just you copy. EDTA means we can write 2, 2 single dash, 2 double dash, 2 triple dash. Ethane, dinitrile tetraacetate. Then central atom nickel. Nickel or nickelate, because the charge of the sphere, actually anionic complex, charge of the sphere, sodium plus 1, 2 sodium, so plus 2, minus 2. So minus means anionic complex. Anionic complex means central metal atom will ending with 8. So cobaltate. Next to the metal atom, we have to write oxidation state. What is the oxidation state? This one is 4 minus. So X one time. So minus 4 is equal to minus 2. Then X is equal to minus 2 plus 4. X equal to plus 2. Cobalt plus 2 oxidation state. So like we can write the name of the compound sodium 2, 2 dash, 2 double dash, 2 triple dash, ethane dinitrile tetraacetate, acetate, cobaltate 2. The next compound palladium, platinum. Like what is the third compound? Our next compound, palladium compound, we can take it PD, palladium. It is connected with 3 ligands: iodine, nitro compound, nitrito, then water, aqua. For this compound, how will you name? See, which does not have any simple cations or anion. Only one square bracket is given, like complex. So for this complex, we don't have any cation or anion outside. So we can say this one is neutral complex. How do you say? Neutral complex. The charge of the sphere you have to consider 0. Right? First palladium, central atom. So inside the complex means all the ligand you have to name. Then central atom. What are the ligands? Iodine, nitrito, aqua. So which one will come first according to alphabetic order? Aqua. So how many water we have? 2. So diaqua. Then nitro iodo. Iodido will come first. 2 times. So di-iodido. Remaining nitrido. 2 times. So di-nitrido. All the ligand name completed. Then we can write palladium. So palladium or palladiumate. Simply we can write palladium. Why sir palladium? Which does not have any negative charge. So simply palladium. Then we have to write the oxidation state of the palladium central atom. For palladium we don't know. Write X. Iodine negative. 2 iodine. So -2. NO2 group -1. 2 into -1 -2. Water neutral. It is equal to 0. Then X -4 plus 0 is equal to 0. X equal to +4. So what is the oxidation state of palladium? 4. So what is the name of this compound? Di-aqua, di-iodido, di-nitrido, palladium 4. This is the name of this compound. Next one, chromium with triphenyl phosphine compound. Chromium Cr PPH3 triphenyl phosphine 1,5 carbonyl group. CO means carbonyl group. Let us write name of this compound. This is also a neutral compound. Similar with the above one. The charge of the sphere becoming 0. Then ligand's name first. Carbonyl C, triphenyl phosphine. So the tri value you should not take. So first carbonyl. How many carbonyl? 5. 5 means penta. Penta carbonyl. Triphenyl phosphane. Triphenyl phosphane. Then metal atom, chromium. Chromium. The charge of the chromium. Triphenyl phosphine 0 as well as CO carbonyl also 0. So the charge of the oxidation state of the chromium also 0. Very important. Not only sphere of the charge becoming 0, right? But in the above one having 4, but here neutral. So both ligands are neutral. So X plus 0, 0 is equal to 0. So X value is becoming 0. What is the name of this compound? Penta carbonyl triphenyl phosphate chromium 0. Let us take next one. With kappa, we will take one example. Cobalt. NO2 price. NS3 price. For this compound, how do you name? We have 2 ligands. Here also neutral ligand. We can consider there is a 0. Then amine nitrido. So amine will come first. Dry. Amine. Dry. Nitrido. Here nitrogen is added in the metal atom. So kappa N. cobalt. Oxidation state of cobalt plus 3 because X NO2 minus 1 3 minus is equal to 0. So X minus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 3. So what is the charge of cobalt in this compound? Plus 3. So we can write with Roman numeral 3. The last one, cobalt pentamine. Cobalt NS3 5 times 1 time chlorine with 2 plus charge. In case any compound given as an ion, that name also ending with ion. Let us see for this compound. How many ligands we have? There are 2 ligands. One is amine, another one is chlorine. So according to alphabetic order, amine will come first. How many amine we have? 5 times. So penta amine 1 chlorine, so chlorido. Next, central metal atom, cationic complex, so cobalt, not cobaltate, cobalt. What's the charge of the cobalt? You have to find X 0 minus 1 plus 2, X minus 1 plus 2, so X equal to plus 3. So cobalt oxidation state plus 3 you can write here. But that given compound ending with some charge, so this name also you have to write at the end ion, which is not a complete compound, it is a ion. That's why name also we have to end with ion. So all types we have seen. Now certain names given means how you write the structure of the coordination compound. For that we will see some example. First name, diamine silver, diamine silver 1, dicyanide argentate, silver, dicyanide argentate, oxidation state, there also one, right? So we have seen many examples. By giving the structure, we have to write IUPAC name of the coordination compound. Now when IUPAC name is given, we have to find the structure of the coordination compound. Let us see. Diamine silver 1, dicyanide argentate 1. So from that we can understand we have both anion cation as a complex because 2 metal we have. Okay, right. So first metal cationic complex, second metal anionic complex. So first metal diamine silver 1. So first we want to write central atom silver Ag, which is connected with the amine NH3. How many NH3 we have taken? Diamine, so 2 times. First cationic complex we have completed. Next, argentate is nothing but silver metal. So here also we have silver, which is the ligand here, dicyanide. So cyanide. Cn. How many cyanide? 2 cyanide. So we found that structure of or formula for coordination compound from the name. Let us take another example. Pentaamine nitrido. Pentaamine nitrido, kappa N, cobalt, the oxidation state of the cobalt 3 with ion. So from that we can understand, at last we have seen any compound with a charge, we should ending with the ion. So the name ending with ion means that compound should be the ion. Find where is the metal atom? Cobalt. So write first name of the metal. Cobalt means first we can write metal. Then what are the ligands? Nitrido, amine. So we have two ligands. First amine. How many amine? 5. Amine means ammonia 5 times. Nitrido 1 time. Kappa N is also attached with nitrogen. It is also with some charge. What is the charge? Cobalt they are given 3. So 3 means 3 plus ammonia 0, nitro minus 1 is equal to that charge. So now the x value is given 3. This value becoming x value. Usually by using the charge of the sphere, we will find the charge of the metal atom. Here, by using the charge of the metal atom, oxidation state of the metal atom, we are finding the charge of the sphere. So that is nothing but plus 3. Wait a minute. 3 minus 1 becoming plus 2. What's the charge of the sphere? Plus 2. So for this name, what is the compound? CO-3,5NO2 plus 2. Next one compound. Tetracarbonyl nickel. Tetracarbonyl nickel 0. For this name, you have to write structure of the compound. What is the molecular formula for this compound? Find the metal atom nickel. So nickel. What are the ligands? We have only one ligand, that is carbonyl. Carbonyl means CO. How many carbonyl group? 4. Tetracarbonyl. That is also having 0 oxidation state. So already we know that NiCO 4 times. So almost we have completed all the compounds from name to structure, structure to name. Let us focus another compound, another topic, that is isomerism in coordination compounds. So isomerism in coordination compounds we will see in the next video. Thank you.